Grocery stores are only 80 years old. Before that time, everybody knew how to grow. And because we don't know how to grow as a community, we're limited on what we can do. It started as a result of me living in North Charleston and learning about the food desert situation and getting tired of waiting for other people to do something about it. So we went about the process of going to other cities to see how other groups were tackling revitalization around food, and went through a feeding innovation competition that the Community Loan Fund in town was hosting. Got the feedback that we needed to put together a plan that we took to the city that got us a free lease on this property. After going through Master Gardener program and realizing that I couldn't afford to do a lot of the stuff that I was learning in that class, went to the internet and stumbled upon something called permaculture, which is permanent agriculture, care for earth, care for people, sharing the surplus. And what we're doing here is we're gardening like a forest. A forest doesn't need anybody to take care of it. You put the groundwork in so that over time the system takes care of itself.
First, we begin with breaking news on a big food recall on items you could have in your freezer right now.
There's almost a recall a day nowadays, and I remember when I used to teach food safety, people asked me why I gotta why I gotta learn this. That same day there was a spinach outbreak.
The common denominator in these dishes, spinach.
In order to make food cheap, it's coming from out of the country, and there are some safety issues that aren't followed there. Long story short, there are shortcuts that are making us less safe. So what Fresh Future Farm does is take the guesswork out of where your food comes from by putting it on full display in the middle of a residential neighborhood. The opportunity that we're approaching here is the fact that South Carolinians spend $11 billion with the B dollars on produce, but only less than $2 billion are actually produced in the state. So there's a lot of opportunity for black and brown folks and people that just want to create work in their communities to replicate what we're doing. So we're figuring it out so that we can show other grassroots communities how to do this work. We have the resources to support each other. Even though a grocery store can't afford to locate in a food desert, folks are spending over $2 and $3 million, whether that's from work, from EBT. All that money can help a program like this grow.